The question is, will either the Sixers or the Raptors have a chance to be the Eastern Conference representative? That series, as Al just said, is probably the most intriguing of the Eastern Conference first-round matchup. Stephen A., what will we learn from the Sixers and Raptors?
Well, we're going to learn a lot about James Harden. We're going to learn what he's made of. Here's the reality of the situation. This is a guy that's a three-time scoring champion, at the very least, went 3 straight years averaging over 30, 5 straight years averaging over 29. All those years were in Houston. We know he modified his game to some degree. He was an MVP candidate in Brooklyn last year because of the selflessness with which he's played. He has arrived in Philly, hasn't been the same. 22, 10, and 7 are not numbers to sneeze at, but they're not enough. Not when you got traded, not when you were acquired in exchange for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, 2 first-round picks. Daryl Morey's job, his image, his reputation is on the line. Harden's future money is on the line, and Embiid at a championship. That's on the line as well. This is about James Harden, this series right here, and then some.
Michael Wilbon, what do you think?
I agree, Stephen A., with everything you just said. But because I agree with everything you just said about Harden, I think Tyrese Maxey becomes the key to this series. I don't think the Sixers, look, they'll be happy, they'll be thrilled if they get, the typical 27 to 35-point production per game in this series from James Harden. But Stephen A., I don't think, and Jalen and Greedy, I don't think they can sit around waiting on that. Even though that's what we've become for James Harden, particularly early in the series. Goodness knows he's had his problems in games 5, 6, and 7. 1 and 7 in his team's last 8 elimination games. That ain't good. So I think Maxey, who has emerged, he was, I guess, my second choice for most improved player this year, steadily got better, more dependable, both ends of the floor. I think that he is going to have to continue to emerge in these playoffs for Philadelphia to beat Toronto.
So the players on the Sixers have the star power. Joel Embiid likely to win the MVP. Harden has won an MVP. But let me tell everybody what the Raptors have. A championship pedigree.
Yeah.
And the other thing y'all better pay attention to is Nick Nurse versus Doc Rivers. Because the way he continues to scheme these Toronto Raptors, Fred VanVleet likely will be all-NBA defense. 3rd in the NBA in made threes. Pascal Siakam had one of the best 15 seasons. Pascal Siakam was one of the best 15 performers in the league this year.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes is going to flirt with Rookie of the Year. They're going to do a lot of switching. They're going to keep the Sixers in front of them, force them to be perimeter-oriented. I expect a dog fight.
I expect 7 games.
Dog
series
fight.
goes 7 games.
A reminder, if there are 7 games, Matisse Thybulle will not be eligible to play 3 of them, those in Toronto. Quickly, we talked about what James Harden's numbers look like, Jalen, like tour dates. What do they need to look like for them to win this series? What does Harden need to do? Give me numbers.
He need to average 30. Here's why. Because Joel Embiid this season, Stephen A., I'm telling you, averaged 30 points on 50% field goal shooting. The Bees are going to swarm Joel Embiid. His percentages are going to be down.
Will Harden do it?
Yes, he will do it, but I was only looking at Jalen because of this reason. Didn't Greeny say quickly?
Yeah, right.
Do I have to edit you and speak?
What you talking about quickly?
He's directing the show. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.